I'm back with another video. As you can see, it's been a while since I've been making videos. I've been off for quite a while. I've recently had surgery on my left ear. This is my left side, believe it or not. But I've had surgery on my left ear. Obviously, you can't see any trace of it now because they've done such a good job of that, so I do thank them for that. But they've basically fixed my balance problems. I've been suffering from a lot of dizziness over the last, majority of my lifetime so far, and they've basically come up with the conclusion that I've got something wrong in my left ear, so they managed to try and fix it. They didn't know what they were looking for, but they managed to fix it. But anyway, guys, I just want to sort of keep you updated with my life so far. I haven't been making any gaming videos at the moment. You can see my computer's turned off at the moment. I'm in fact about to go out, and yes, I am wearing a Colin Furs t-shirt. I am a great supporter. I don't know whether you can see. It says Colin Furs on my back. You probably can't see that. I don't know why I was trying to do that. And I'm using a selfie stick, for the first time properly. Weird. I don't like using selfie sticks. But I've also got a lot of coursework to do. As you can probably see there's a bit of paper on the table there. I've got this book that's like it's like them Wright book. It's like the Harvard referencing system. I've never used the Harvard referencing system. In fact, I've never actually done an essay. I mean, that's really bad that I haven't done an essay, but I'm writing an essay at the moment. I've got an essay planning template, so I'm sort of struggling how to put that there. But all the coursework that I've ever done, it's all been practical coursework. We've never actually had to write essays. There was one essay that we had to write, and I got a merit on that, which wasn't too bad. So you've got pass, merit, and then distinction. And distinction's the top mark, and merit is middle mark, and then pass is you just passed. So you still pass the course if you get passes on all of your modules, but the idea is to get merits or above. So I'm hoping that I can get merit or above using this essay template. I'm actually writing on the... Let's see what it is. So, let's have a look. The significance of game companies in emulating a ludic play game experience in Prince of Persia. That's intense. Don't know whether you got that. So, significance of game components in emulating a ludic play game experience in Prince of Persia. Basically, we've got to write about the rules, mechanics, player motivation, mindset, progression, game flow, game balance, and game space, all within the essay. And we've got to link them all up, and how that sort of emulates the ludic play within Prince of Persia is crazy. I've never known how complicated this can be, the significance of emulating ludic play. If you don't know what ludic play is, it's basically fantasy play. When you're a little kid, you do games like The Floor is Lava, or 44 Home, or 44 Stable, or whatever you guys have called it, or you played It. You just tag someone, or tag. You just tag someone. That's ludic play. So we've got to write about that, how it's implemented into a game, and it's a 2D game. So we basically 2D conceptual games. It's such a complicated thing. I never realised I signed up for psychology, because this is literally psychology, a whole year of psychology and writing essays about basically game theory. It's really weird. But next year will be the whole year of me basically making a game, and I've got a very, very good game that I'm going to be making. I say it's going to be a good game. That's just really big-headed on me. It might not be a good game, but we can see. My idea is basically that I want a game where it doesn't use any visual stimulation. You might be thinking, that's very tough, because every single game out there that I know of, and a lot of other people that I've spoken to about, they all agree as well that most games, well, in fact all games, use visual stimulation in some form or another. Card games, board games, computer games, console games. It's really hard to find a game that doesn't use visual stimulation. So the game I want to make just uses sound. And you literally use your finger, any finger you want, and just tap the screen or tap the space bar. So if I'm going to make it available for phones and make it available for computers, you'll be able to tap the space bar or tap the screen on your phone in cue with the sound. And if you don't, if you miss a beat, then basically miss the sound sort of beat, the rhythm, then you're basically out, and it'll tell you that you're out. So I'm hoping to be able to code that. I'm learning coding at the moment as well, coding in C++, which is a very, 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 very tough programming language to learn. I mean, I can write HTML, and I can write PHP, and I can write CSS, I can write a little bit of Java, but jumping straight into C++, we literally just, all of us got chucked into the deep end. We've not got a single clue what to do. Some of the other guys on my course they're amazing at writing C++ because they've written other programs in C++ because they've been on a course that was like a year before mine and they learnt the theory behind it. So they're actually really good at writing C++. So I'm going to a lot of my friends on the course as well to sort of get some advice on how to sort of code. One of the programs I'm writing is how to find the prime numbers, and this is part of the coursework. So finding the prime numbers between 3 and 100,000. And we got to do it in the fastest time possible. Well, I wrote one and it took 7 seconds. And then I looked on the internet and I like copied some code. I understand how code works, I just don't know how to write it. So I know what some of the functions do. So I didn't download the code and just run it. I did go through the code and work out what each bit does first. Because don't ever download code because you could end up deleting your System32 folder on your computer. Not saying I've ever done it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that stupid. But I'm just saying there are some people that have done that, especially in college. It's a bit dumb, really. You don't download code because you don't know what it is. It could have something in it that remote accesses your PC and you don't even know that they're doing that. Like that's some of the malicious things that coding can involve. But yeah, I've learned that you can actually make the prime numbers and find the prime numbers from 3 to 100,000 within 0.00025 seconds. That's unreal. Like that is just unbelievable. I don't even know how to explain that. The fact that I managed to find them in 7 seconds or so, it's just like, okay. I mean, before I learned how to do it in 7 seconds, it took around about 4 minutes. Like, I obviously done something wrong, but then I learned how to optimize code and find the errors in code, so it kind of did work. But anyway, enough of me chatting about the coding. You guys want to see me play games, so there are a few games that I want to play. I want to play some sort of classic games and just try and get a feel for them, like Prince of Persia. I might actually do a video on that and actually put it into my essay to say that I've done a video on it as well. So you guys will be able to have a chance to see sort of my in-course sort of progression as well. If I constantly upload sort of videos of me learning to code, what I may do is do a progression video of me learning to code in C++. Right now I've got nothing. So I'm going to sort of wait a couple more weeks, maybe a couple more months, until I've sort of learnt the basics on how to code and how to code a simple program like an if statement program. I know how if statements work, so if else, basically like that, and for loops and while loops. I've learnt things like that in coding. If you guys don't know what that is, don't worry, I will make videos and I'll explain some of the things that I've learned. I mean, don't expect me to teach you how to code. That's not the idea. I want to let you guys in on how I'm learning to code. So a progression video. It's also sort of a portfolio for myself. Like, over the course of this course, I want to see how I've sort of managed to get from one point of coding to another point of coding. So literally from not having any experience whatsoever all the way up to having as much experience as I can on that course. Obviously I won't be an expert at it because it's only a 2-year course, but there's people out there that have been coding for 5 years and they're still not experts. They're still learning. There's so much to learn about code. And one of the things that my tutor has said about coding, you'll never finish with coding. Literally, you can write a program, but it's not done. It will never be done because there's so much you can do within that code to make it even more optimized, to make it better. Like, basically, I don't know whether I want to go down the coding route. I kind of want to sort of stick with my 3D animating and 3D modeling, mainly environment modeling and 3D animating with environments. I'm not particularly fond of character design. I don't have the imagination span to be able to create characters. There are some people that are really good at creating characters, but they're absolutely terrible at making environments. That's where I would come in and make the environment for that character that they've made to put into my environment. That's kind of the area that I want to get into. I've been wanting to get into that area for a very long time, and like, this course has given me the opportunity to get into that sort of industry. Another key thing about this course, I've now become an ambassador, apparently. Yeah, an ambassador. I'm now an ambassador for my university and for the college higher education students, which is awesome. Like, it's the sickest thing ever. You get paid for it, and I don't know whether you know what ambassador is, but basically I'm a representative as such for the college and uni, and I basically show people around the college, give them tours. I go to, I don't know what they're called, like convention things, showcase some stuff to do with the course, But yeah, it's going to be pretty fun doing this course. As you can see, this house is a mess right now. Like, it's ridiculous. It's such a mess. Yeah. But you can see my desk is fairly tidy still. It's fairly tidy. You probably can't see me, but yeah. As you can see, I've got the selfie stick there, and I've got the camera just here. Hello. And yes, there's a Lilo and Stitch case, or a Stitch case. Is that Stitch? No, that's Stitch. Yeah, that's Stitch. This case is just stupid. It's not my case, it is my partner's case. It's Hannah's case. You can follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Her links are in the description down below. And that's her phone there that I'm currently modding. I'm bringing it back to life. This is her other case that she's got for it. But yeah, this phone is actually sick. I used to have this phone, and then I sort of donated it to her, and I basically modded it to make it work for her. It's got a ridiculously good camera on it. It's a 21 megapixel camera, and like, it's just unreal how good it is. The reason I moved phones though, because I wanted more processing speed in my phone, so I could sort of make videos on the go and play more intensive games than what she plays. She plays like I wouldn't say silly, but that's sort of wrong to say that. She plays like simple games like Candy Crush, for example. She plays games like that, whereas I play like 3D sort of intensive, graphic intensive multiplayer games like Real Racing 3, for example. That phone can cope with Real Racing 3, believe it or not. Like, but she doesn't want to play that type of game, so she doesn't need the processing horsepower behind it. Also, that phone's got amazing battery. I left it on for 5 days on the desk. 5 days, and it was still running. All the notifications were coming through, text messages, everything. Like, that's unreal. How the hell does a phone stay on that long? I do not understand. Like, this phone that I'm using now is, I think it's recording in HD. I hope so. I haven't actually checked. I haven't set it up. I just clicked record. It's got the dual camera lens on it, but it lasts for around about a day. I am running a custom ROM on it at the moment. It's running Android 7.1.2, and it's running the Xiaomi's MIUI interface, which is like a overlay sort of thing. And it's actually really nice. Like, the performance ratio behind it is really good, but I think I've done something wrong because I'm only getting around about 13 hours battery life out of the phone. Like, I'm a very heavy user on this phone. I've got automated tasks in the background on my phone constantly running, so that's probably one of the reasons why it only lasts 13 hours. But it gets me through a day. As long as I unplug it just before I leave, and then as soon as I get back home I can plug it in. But if I don't go on it, because I get home, like, I don't go on it as soon as I get home, I literally just put it on my desk and leave it on my desk all night. I do have a USB cable, which you probably can see somewhere, just here. It's sort of a Kevlar nylon sort of based cable, so it's quite a nice, strong cable, and it's like 2 meters long. It's USB Type C, which is quite handy. I say it's handy. I've only got one device that supports USB Type C, but I am going to thread this back through. And it's just quite handy to have on the desk here. I've got one in here and I've got one in the bedroom. I won't show you that, but you get the idea. Got the USB cable just there, and I don't plug it in because as soon as I get home, I just turn my computer on and I go on my computer. So literally, I'm spending the majority of the time on the computer anyway. So all the notifications that I get on my phone, I've got Cortana on my phone. Like, it's, yeah, you can get Cortana, the app, the official app from Microsoft, on your Android device. I don't know whether it's available for iPhone just yet, but I think I know that it's available on Android, which is why I've got it. I've logged into my Microsoft account using the dual factor authentication and stuff, and it's now linked up to my computer. So if I say Cortana, like the hey command, if my phone's off and my computer's on, it will work on the computer. But if my computer's off and my phone's on, then it'll work on my phone. Hence why I didn't say it just then, because my phone will start going into that mode. But it's pretty sick. I would probably say it's better than Google in some aspects. Some areas it's ridiculously good at. Like search results, it can give you instantaneous search results. Google does that, but sometimes Google doesn't give you sort of the feedback that you want. It doesn't talk to you the way it should. Like, you expect it to sort of have a conversation with you, whereas Cortana would literally have a conversation with you. I mean, it's sad that I'm expecting that, but the way AI's coming now is kind of sick. Like, that's one of the things about this course that I want to learn, is more about the AI side of coding, because a lot of like AI is literally using if statements, and I want to learn like how far that can go, because back in the day when I had my Dell Inspiron, however the hell you say it, basically the old Dell laptops, the satellite laptops, the Shiba satellites, which is also a Dell laptop because they've basically just rebranded it. It was stupid. But they were really good laptops, and I used to try and mod the Windows 7 sort of voice commands. So when you talk to it, it'll talk back to you like Jarvis. Yeah, from Star Trek. Wow. I mean, I did have a command for the Star Trek commands, but yeah, we won't go into that. I did try to get it like Tony Stark's Jarvis from Iron Man. Like that was pretty sick back in the day, but I mean, I'm not interested in that anymore really. I'm more interested still in the, I'm still interested in the 3D modelling. I feel like I'm just rambling on here. Like I don't feel like I'm actually coming up with a topic here, but if you're still watching this video, then great, because you're learning like a bit of stuff about me, and you're hearing about like how my surgery, wow, my ear surgery, you're hearing about my ear surgery. That's amazing. I mean, you actually are, but I feel like there's a pun there somewhere. That's terrible. I've got two college and university cards. I've got 2 education cards. But yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling on here. It's not really staying on topic much, but I mean, you're getting an insight of my life so far. And I got sent a free fidget spinner. How cool is this? Not that one. That is my partner's. It broke. Like, it just falls apart now. Like, yeah, they're cheap. Cheap as hell, but I got this one. I got sent this, like, don't know who from, but it's a metal one, and it's actually sick. Like, look at that. It just literally, it can spin for ages. I only like hit it a little bit as well, and it's just spinning for so long. Who knew a fidget spinner can be so cool though? Look at it. It's just spinning for ages. What is going on with this thing? Anyway, enough of the fidget spinner. And yeah, I do have this weird sort of thing. I did talk about this in another video. But another thing I didn't show you was I've got all these collectible things up here. Yes, that is me when I was a baby. Now you've seen it. That is me when I was a baby. I was a cool baby. Look at that. How cool that is. Wearing glasses and just sort of putting my thumb out like that. That's like the sickest picture ever, and the photo frame's pretty sick. I mean, I've had it in that photo frame literally since I was a baby, so yeah, there is that. But these little figurines just here, they're from Kinder Eggs. That's not from a Kinder Egg. But these are from Kinder Eggs. Look how cool they are. Like, I've pretty much got the whole collection. There's like one more that I need to collect, and I don't know where I'm going to collect that from. I probably need to collect that from eBay, but yeah, I'm kind of a fan like of Kinder Eggs. When they're really good collector ones, I tend to collect them, and I do actually have a pot sort of full of like the Kinder Surprises. They're not at where I'm living currently. They're actually at my parents' house, so yeah, there is that. They are a distance away, but probably will dive into them at some point when they become of value. I don't actually have the original sort of casing for them, but they were in the old style sort of cases. I've just got them like this. I mean, they look so cool, and they're interactive. They're not just like actual things. Like this opens. If I can open it, I can't actually open it, but I'm going to show you. So I can open it, and there's like one like your figurine in here. You can see that, and he just falls over. Like, look how cool that is. Like, it's all the Egyptian mummy things, and they're cats. Are they cats? Wait, what the hell are they? What actually are they? They must be cats. Because he's eating a fish, and cats are known to eat fish, aren't they? This one's like a pizzeria. How do you say that word? Like, he's cooking a pizza there. Look how cool that is. This one's just chilling. There's like a mirror there for it. There's an actual working mirror as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and this one's sort of plotting some revenge on all of these ones. But yeah, I'm literally just rambling on now. So you guys are probably fed up, and you're probably wanting to sort of close this video, get down and move on to a new video. So if you're wanting to move on to a new video, check out the other videos on my channel. Seriously, just go and check them out. Go and check out my review on this watch. That was one of my most recent videos. It's had over, it's had a few hundred sort of views on it now. So go and check it out. It's a pretty sick watch. I haven't seen any other reviews about this watch on the internet at all. There literally is like 1 or 2, and they're in a completely foreign language. So if you want to see an English review on this watch, it's the Huumi Amaze Fit Pace. It's a very complicated name by Xiaomi, the same brand as my phone, funny enough, and also the same brand as my portable battery, which is just here. Yes, it's Chinese. I like the Chinese sort of brands. It's pretty sick. I have no idea what that says. So, that's like how long it takes. 5.1 hours, 7.5 hours, and 2.5 hours of battery life. Like extra battery life for the... Like, that's how much battery life it gives, not how long it would take to charge. That'd be ridiculous. Like, that's quick charging battery. It actually charges quicker than either the computer or my actual quick charge for this phone. Mind-boggling. I mean, it's an Xiaomi product with an Xiaomi product. It makes sense, but you would expect the actual charger that comes with the phone to charge faster than the actual battery pack. It's very weird. But here's a box for the watch. I want to see what it looks like. This is the Amaze Fit Pace GPS running watch. Run tracking, heart rate, built-in GPS, music, notifications. You can store music on it, and you can like play songs and stuff through it. And you can also control the music now. They've got an update that literally just came out like a month ago, and you can now control the music through your phone through this watch. Like, it's awesome. Like any app, like Spotify, Google Play Music, Pandora, all can be controlled by this watch. So you don't, and there's no headphone jack on this phone, so it's quite handy. You don't have the headphone controls. You don't have to fiddle around with the headphones, stuff like that to change tracks. You literally just have to look at your watch, see what music track you're playing, then just click next, click back, control the volume, play pause. Like this watch is actually sick now. They've got so many features in it, and it's got a translucent display, meaning that the actual display is brighter during sunlight. It's weird how it works, but it saves battery. 11 days battery life. Mind-boggling for a watch, and it runs Android, so pretty sick. I literally am just rambling on, aren't I? So guys, go and check out this watch review, or go and check out some of my gaming content on my channel. You can go and check that out on my YouTube channel. So just before I go, check out the links in the description down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. There's a little bell icon next to that once you subscribe. Hit that little bell icon and you'll get notified once I upload some more videos. I'm working currently on my website as well, so that's another reason why I haven't been uploading videos. I've got so much stuff going on with the surgery, with the coursework, and then the website as well. The website did recently get taken down, apparently, and then it got put back up like the day later. I contacted the hosting company and they just literally said my domain name got changed. No idea how. They said I may have been hacked, but they aren't aware of any sort of hack going on. So they just said, just change your passwords, it's fine. I've done that and everything's working fine now. So go and check out my website as well. It's in the description down below. It's OberZine.com. Pretty simple. So go and check it out and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye!